Hey guys, what's up? My name's Kevin. I'm coming to you from Hofstra University in New York, where today I interviewed Mr. Steve Rennie over the phone for a project of mine that I did, and I brought up a new question to put on his website, howthefukdowefixthisbusiness.com, which is about record companies billing the ISPs for all the downloading that users do from their computers. And since Steve has been fixing his golf game in the last couple of weeks, he said, "Hey, why don't you put something up?" So here's a couple of pieces from the interview that I did today with him. Hope you guys enjoy. Uh, Magazines. I was reading back last month, and the Rolling Stone had the best of, and they had a little section, the best plan to save the record business. And as soon as I saw this, I'm like, oh, I got to see what Steve Rennie thinks about this. But they said the best way to save it is bill the ISPs and split.
It's funny, yeah.
Like, what do you think about that? Do you think that's the right way to do it?
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what I think about that, Kev. The post that I've been meaning to put up for the last week deals with that whole notion of quote unquote taxing the ISPs, who of course will pass that cost on to the consumer. I don't think it's a horrible idea, actually, and there's some context for it in the old music business. When radio stations started to proliferate in the early days of radio, which no kid today can, imagine a world without radio, but it was in the 20th century, right? Imagine in the early days, when everybody would sit around the radio, and there's one big radio in the house, and people were playing music and so forth, and at that time. So all of it was kind of new. And so one of the things they developed to compensate artists for airplay was this ASCAP BMI performance rights societies. And so typically they would charge a blanket license for a radio station to play, everything rather than on a use-by-use basis. And similar in the live venue business, ASCAP or BMI or any of the other performance societies will collect money for songs that are played in public performance in bars, in venues, in the Staples Center. Where are you from? You're from New Jersey?
No, I'm from Connecticut. I go to school in New York.
Or Meadowlands or any kind of those places. So the notion of having a blanket fee is not unprecedented. I think that the difficulty in all of that is that when it comes time to split up that money, I think you could take 100 professionals in the music business that all would qualify as experts, and I'm betting you 2 of them might be able to explain whatever formula it is that ASCAP or BMI uses to distribute that money. But to say that the distributions are shifted toward existing or established artists who've gotten airplay over time. And so that if you tax the ISPs, the big issue will be how you distribute that money amongst the artists. And when the money is going directly to the record company versus the songwriters and publishers, it creates a whole new level of potential for funny business. Because record companies, God love them, the recording contract is not geared toward paying artists royalties. That is the biggest myth in the music business. It's geared toward helping the record companies recoup their investment.